We're outside the Clarity Theater where this man, Todd Pappy, just demonstrated God of War 3. You were the one who actually played through the demo. You're the design director.
Right.
So what does the design director do? How does that differ from, say, art direction?
My job is basically moment to moment. You know, what's the player doing moment to moment? So running through the level, combat, puzzles, that kind of stuff, pacing, everything.
So we saw a few different things during the demo. The part that you did actually perish on was like a sort of an unusual platforming sequence where you were going from harpy to harpy. Can you explain that to me?
So that's basically one of our new rideable creatures. The harpy, it kind of acts almost like a helicopter. So you can jab it and it'll move forward, or you can get it to go up. And then basically we're just going to create nav challenges around that. So large expanses that you have to get across, and just a new way to mix combat and navigation together.
Now, the Cyclops has been present in God of War games since the first one, but you've, with this rideable creatures mechanic, changed the role in some cases of the Cyclops. Talk a little bit about that.
So, if the Harpy's the helicopter, then Cyclops is the tank. So, and that's really, we just wanted that big brute force that you can get on and knock people out of the arena and do that kind of stuff. So it's really about just wrecking the battlefield and clearing your way through.
Any other game mechanics that are new to the series that this introduces?
Well, the rideable creatures kind of stem from the Titans, so the Titans are really kind of the bread and butter of God of War 3. So, if you imagine you're walking on the floor and but it's somebody's arm, and then he lifts his arm, well, that floor is now a wall, or, becomes a ceiling. So it's just how we can mix and match that stuff, and even have rideable creatures that are on the Titan. So you're riding a creature that's riding a creature.
Entering into the project, was there anything with the pacing that you particularly wanted to implement, and if you could explain what that would be?
God of War 1 and 2 did an excellent job on that. So, we don't want to basically go in a completely different direction. Trying to make sure that something new is around every corner, so the player won't ever want to put the controller down. That's our goal. Is player never wants to put it down. Even when they die, it's just like, okay, I'm almost there, and we want to make sure that frustration level is just there. So when the player passes it, they've got that reward and that sense of accomplishment. Is
that something with the checkpoint system that you're able to reduce frustration, or is there what kind of things do you do to make that happen?
Well, the way that we usually judge frustration is through playtests. And we playtest that in design state. So very, very early on, see if players understand it, and then we do multiple playtests after the art gets in. Do they understand where they're going? Is the path clear? Are the mechanics? How are the controls? And it's just something that happens over and over and over again. And that's the way that we found. We're able to get it right that way. Just through iteration and iteration.